Hey everyone, Mr. Schachter here with rates of change in tangent lines part 2. This video is going to focus on finding the equation of a tangent and a normal to a curve. Let's get started. Tangent to a curve, we talked about this in the last video, is a line that touches a function at one point. At that point, the slope of the tangent equals the slope of the curve. The slope of a tangent is basically equal to the limit as h approaches 0 of f of a plus h minus f of a over h, which is the derivative at a point A specifically. That's the slope. The tangent slope is equal to the slope of the curve at the point A. A normal to a curve is a line that's perpendicular to the tangent at the point of tangency. As a result, the slope of a normal is the perpendicular or opposite reciprocal slope of the tangent. Let's try an example. This one says, find the equation of the normal and the tangent at y equals, or of the curve y equals x squared plus 2 at x equals negative 2. So the first thing we have to do is find the slope. So let's go ahead and do the limit as h goes to 0. Now we're going to find it specifically at negative 2, okay? So it's going to be f of negative 2 plus h minus f of negative 2 all divide h. So this equals the limit as h goes to 0. We're going to plug in negative 2 plus h here. So it's going to be negative 2 plus h squared plus 2. Then we have to minus f of negative 2. And again, I'm just going to go ahead and find it real quick. F of negative 2 is just equal to negative 2 squared plus 2, which is equal to 4 plus 2, which is equal to 6. So I'm just going to put that right there. Save myself a bit of work. Okay. And this thing equals the limit as h goes to 0 of negative 2 squared is going to be positive 4 minus 4h plus h squared plus 2 minus 6 all over h. So let's simplify. What do we got here? We've got a 4 and a 2 makes 6 minus 6 makes 0. And we can now just simplify the limit as h goes to 0 of h times negative 4 plus h squared. Whoops, this is going to just be a h. All divide h. Boom, boom, equals negative 4 if you plug a 0 into h. So specifically, we know that the slope here is going to be negative 4. So this is the slope of the tangent. Slope of tangent. Okay? In order to build the equation of a tangent, you also need the coordinate point. Well, we already found the coordinate point. It's negative 2 comma 6. Negative 2, 6, right? Negative 2, 6. So the slope of the tangent, so the equation of the tangent is simply equal to y minus y1 equals the slope m parentheses x minus x1. And you can put it into y equals mx plus b if you'd like. Not necessary. And the normal is basically the exact same thing. Y minus 6 equals x plus 2 in parentheses, but you need to use the perpendicular slope. The perpendicular slope is the opposite reciprocal of negative 4, which is positive 1/4. So here are your tangent and your normals. Let's try this last example. It says, at what point is the tangent to this curve horizontal? Horizontal tangent. What's the slope of a horizontal line? Well, the slope of a horizontal line is 0. Slope is 0. So really what I want to do is I want to find when the slope of this thing, 3 minus 4x minus x squared is equal to 0. So step 1, find the slope, aka the derivative. So the limit as h goes to 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x all divide h. Once I get my answer, I'm just going to set it equal to 0 and bam. Let's do it. Lim, h goes to 0, of 3 minus 4 times x plus h minus x plus h squared minus all of f of x, which is 3 minus 4x minus x squared, all divide h. Okay, we've got a bit of simplification. Here we go. Equals the limit as h goes to 0. Of 3 minus 4x minus 4h minus, and it's going to be x squared, and then it's going to be 2xh, oops, forgot my 2, 2xh, and that's going to be h squared, make sure you're minusing all of them because of distributive property, minus 3 plus 4x plus x squared all over h. All right, let's see if we can simplify anything. Let's see. 3, negative 3. x squared, negative x squared. Let's see, negative 4x and 4x. I think that we got everything. So let's rewrite what we have. This is the limit as h goes to 0 of negative 4h minus 2xh minus h squared over h. Let's factor and cancel an h. Limit as h goes to 0 of h times negative 4 minus 2x minus h all over h. Boom, boom. So this equals negative 4 minus 2x. After plugging in your 0 for h. Plug in your 0 for h. So this right here is the derivative. So specifically, I wanted to know, when is the tangent horizontal? That means, when is the slope 0? That means, when is the derivative 0? So I'm going to then, add a page, Notability, best app ever, and I'm going to now take my derivative and set it equal to 0. And if I do this, I can add the 2x over to this side, giving me x is equal to negative 1/2. Oh, nope, sorry, it's actually going to be x equals negative 2. X equals negative 2. So if the x value is negative 2 and we wanted to go find the function value, we could just plug it into the function. F of x equals 3 minus 4x minus x squared. So if f of x equals 3 minus 4x minus x squared, then f of negative 2 is 3 minus 4 times negative 2 minus negative 2 squared, which is 3 plus 8 minus 2 squared is 4, negative 2 squared. So this is just going to be 8, 11 minus 4, which is 7. So that means the coordinate point negative 2, 7 is when you're going to have a horizontal tangent, which essentially means that the slope is equal to 0.